Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedra Shemos. Is there such a thing as a holy website? There are plenty of websites with thousands upon thousands of shiurim, divrei Torah, and lessons available online. Even this Dvar Torah will find itself on 3 or 4 different websites. Does the mere presence of Torah lessons on a website make it holy? What about websites of some charity or chesed organizations? It is difficult to make the case that a website has sanctity or is kadosh. In this Dvar Torah, I'll examine what makes something secular transform into something sacred. I'll show how the term of being mekadesh an object, turning something secular into sacred, is grossly overused. I'll prove my points from our Sedra, where Moshe's staff, the one he'd used for years, was now referred to as God's staff. I hope this Dvar Torah gives the viewer a sense of the role that our possessions play for us. Kedusha is a topic that has been long assumed but rarely explained. We imagine some sort of holy sparks that infuse our possessions and somehow make them sacred. In truth, the world is a lot more mundane than that. We are scientifically educated people and know that only physical ingredients infuse objects. We need not rely on the fantastical to gain inspiration. Physical objects, especially our own possessions, have no spiritual objectives. Man is commanded to perfect ourselves by developing our intellect and strengthening our character. This requires man to channel his instinctual drive, but leads in no direction as to the physical objects around him. In fact, the objects around us have no inherent value in man's pursuit of perfection. They are merely tools to help him advance along the way. This helps us understand why Yaakov went back to pick up some forgotten pots and pans on his way to meet Esav. Preparing for battle, we're thrown by Yaakov's concern for mere kitchen utensils. Many take this episode as support for the notion of quote-unquote holy objects. But in fact, our scholars explain that these objects were important to Yaakov because he bought them, and in rightfully owning them, he distanced himself from theft. Nothing mystical about them. Rather, Yaakov viewed his possessions as tools to advance in a perfected life. In our Sedra, Moshe doubts that Bnei Yisrael believe that he is a true messenger of God. Hashem famously asks Moshe, "What is that in your hand?" And Moshe replies, "Well, it's my staff." Hashem turns his staff into a snake. Later in the Sedra, Moshe's staff was described as the staff of God. How did the staff go from Moshe's simple staff to a staff of God? Simple. It transformed itself when a miracle occurred with it. In this episode, we find the ultimate proof that objects do not take on inherent value, even when miracles are performed with them. This staff was a simple staff, but we are told it is an object of significance because, like on Pesach, Hanukkah, and Purim, we are commanded to commemorate the miracles that God performs for us. The staff is given a different name to commemorate the miracle that was performed with it. Shabbat Shalom.